The Farlight84 2.0 test server was released for one of the biggest updates we've had in a while. Everyone was hyped for the new map, the new hero, revamps, and so much more. But a lot of people logged on to its new update and, well, we found out that the jetpacks have been completely removed. And literally everyone is freaking out about it. In this video, I want to talk a little bit more about why this is not a good thing and why it could potentially ruin the game. And not just the, oh my god, they removed jetpacks, I want my movement. Okay, let's have a closer look and let's talk about it. Okay guys, before I dive into this video, I just want to give a disclaimer that this was not a scripted video. These are just my thoughts and yeah, I'm freaking out like everyone else is. Anyway, my name is Lythes. I've been playing shooter games for the past couple of years. I started out playing Paladins Champions of the Realm. It's a 5v5 hero-based shooter game. And the reason why I bring this up is because later on, a battle royale was built off of this game called Royale. Royale is a third-person shooter with different classes, and per class, you would have different weapons and abilities. This game was released, and it basically was an instant hit. All of the big FPS and shooter content creators were playing it. You can think of, big names like Ninja, Tim the Tapman, Dr. Disrespect, and so many others. So I want to talk a little bit on how come this game has failed and what Farlight should not do. Okay, so it's pretty simple. The devs of Royale had a certain vision of the game and they pushed update after update without listening to any of the feedback from the content creators and their players. So I bring this up because I want to emphasize what the importance is of your player base and even content creators, because content creators have a big influence over their audience and how they show their opinion as well. I don't want Farlight84 to go down that same pathway, to be ignorant and to just push out every update one after another, and then it's going to be too late to come back on decisions. Why are the devs making this decision of removing jetpacks? Well, the answer is I'm actually not sure. The way the jetpack mechanic was integrated into Farlight was pretty genius and unique. So this makes me think it was kind of a forced decision, either from higher up the corporate ladder or even maybe like legal issues. I mean, I'm not sure. This is very, very weird to me. So I remember being on a creator meeting in December. And most of it was posted on Zach Wilder's channel as a podcast, so I definitely recommend you check that out. And they pretty much reassured us that we should not worry about jetpacks being removed, and we should keep an open mind about it, and later down the line those decisions would make more sense. So they also mentioned they are still figuring out the Farlight84's identity. Well, I think this is it. It's a fast-paced battle royale with crazy jetpack movement and unique vehicles. And the fact that everyone is so upset about jetpacks being removed indicates that it is a core mechanic and an identity for the game. So why would they remove this? I'm not sure. Anyway, off the top of my head, I want to give you guys a few examples of why I think it's a bad idea. And again, this is feedback. I'm not trying to trash the developers or anything. First of all, they're taking away a movement mechanic for us, but we are not getting anything in return at the moment, okay? So how are we supposed to compensate for such drastic changes is my question. Any character that does not have any built-in movement will be very hard to play. And I think about characters like Momoy, Siana. If you're playing Duckside, you can just roll away and, get cover. But for other characters that do not have any movement, that's going to be a very hard thing. And also, I want to just emphasize that if anything, more experienced players will know how to outplay more newer players with more map knowledge and tricks. And this is actually increasing the skill gap between players. So I'm not so sure that removing jetpacks is reducing that skill gap. I think if anything, it's making it bigger. This brings me to the next point as well. So bad positioning will get punished very, very hard, which is not a good thing for newbie players. Imagine, newbie players, they're looking at the map, they just want to get through zone, and they're crossing an open field without thinking, because that's what I did too when I was a newbie player, okay? And, well, you just get instant beamed or sniped, and there's just nothing you can do without any movement. Listen, I don't like the idea of jetpacks being removed, but if the devs really want to take that path, then we should have another talk on how to compensate for it. I have a feeling they want to implement more movement abilities for heroes. For example, Duckside, the new bow ability, a jump pad. But I'm not sure if that's the right way to go about things. Please let me know what you guys think about these changes down in the comments. If by any chance of one of the devs stumbles on this video, they can see your comments too. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.